guys, it's Christian Hayes. We're out here going to do a prescribed burn today, and luckily in Oklahoma we have really good burn laws. So if you are trying to manage your property, whether it be for livestock or hunting like we're doing today or any other reason, there are pretty favorable laws for you to be able to do that. There's just a few things that you want to check there in the forestry code within state law. So we kind of covered all those bases. We're out here today, got a good weather forecast. We're trying to improve this place as much as we can for deer and turkey mainly. And so we've got 2 units. We split the place into a total of about 6 units. So then we can burn a third of the property every 3 years. And then we have that difference in habitat and cover for the wildlife on this property. And so today we're going to start on a unit in the southwest part of the property. There is a little spot where we could have some trouble, so what we're going to do is go there first in the morning when the relative humidity is higher, and it should be a little bit more wet, less chance of spots or escape fires. So we're going to start there, cut some cedars there, should have some really good spotty fire intensity to top kill some hardwoods around there, open up some wildlife openings. We're going to start right here. It's going to be a west wind, so we're going to start on the far east side of the property and go real slow, let that fire back into the wind. That's going to be lower fire intensity, and we're going to basically, by doing that, widen the fire breaks that we already have installed, so then there's more area to catch the embers as they're blowing in the wind. There's less chance of them blowing into these woods over here. So we're going to start right here. We'll have 2 groups kind of move this way, and then one group moves straight into the wind and just dropping fire from the drip torch every few steps. That fire is going to grow together and clear out the leaf litter and kill some smaller trees.
Hey, look at it, I guess.
How you doing?
I'm good.
What's up, dude?
Burn some stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, so another thing while you're recording, Mark Metters ever asked you to leave a trailer, or hey, I'll come back and get it? Why don't we turn this way? See this grass here? Back
It's been
here?
Several years.
Been here for, several years, yeah.
This is about 52 acres. So it's mainly oak leaf litter. There are some cut cedars in there. Wind is out of the west right now. Probably west, southwest. I'll check in just a second. So it's coming like that. We're gonna start down here. And this is gonna be the toughest spot, the main place I'm a little bit worried about. So we're just gonna really take our time, just coming right along the fire break. Not really wanting to do a stream of fire, but just a drop and let it work its way slowly, because there are some brown cedars here. It's pretty wet over here, and it's not oak leaf for the most part. It's mostly elm and some ash and stuff, which their leaves don't burn as well. And so there's a potential for a few spots, but we'll just keep an eye out for that. Shouldn't get out of hand. We'll just work our way slowly, blacking in this area, so that's gonna basically widen our fire break because it's already burned fuel. And some guys this way. We're gonna make sure to have good communication. I have some radios in my truck I'll hand out. And just kind of wait on me to tell you to continue. So we're gonna, this team go and hold up, and then this person, there'll be some stops along here, but then once you get to right here, hold until we tell you, and we're just gonna make sure that this is really good and wide and black. And then when that's done, we'll just head around and meet back up on this side, and we'll let the fire go with the wind. It's gonna burn into this black area, and then we'll just be going around the perimeter and making sure it didn't get out at all.
You said you were concerned on this side. Why?
So there are that's where I wasn't originally planning on burning that unit this year. I was gonna let it rest a year. And so I started cutting some cedars on the downwind side, which you do not really want to do. But it's only really like a 40-50 yard stretch, and so we should be able to keep a pretty good eye on it. And then we'll continue on from there. Any questions at all? All right.
Let's do it.
So with this, we're just basically watching smoke a little bit, seeing how it's burning, which right now it's in the sunlight. There is going to be a big difference when we get in the shade. So we're just making sure it's not acting stupid before we go and light everything. And when we were down there, it seemed like it was straight out of the south because the trees were blocking all the westerly.
Swirls when it gets in.
Yeah.
It's called a drip torch for a reason, because you want it to just drip, 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 drip. If
you open that valve all the way, it's going to stream fuel, and that's fine. But you're just wasting a whole bunch of fuel. If you have fuel's not on the object, you can do that. But I like to close that vent till it just drips and barely. And if it quits dripping, you open it a little bit, get a little bit of air, and finally just get drip, drip, drip.
Yeah. So right now, streaming just to get it going. Right. But once we actually start moving, then I won't have it quite as
Most people stream it, but those people aren't buying the gas.
We'll run this whole line and get it going.
Yeah. And ideally, I would actually, for this, which we might have to do some of it, like to have interior ignitions.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's gonna suck for the first time, but after this it's gonna get better. Yeah, Cam, if you can hop in the rig I was driving, just watch that emergency brake on your left.
Attaboy, Cam.
Hey John, if you want to give Mark the torch and let him kind of light the stripping fire, then that's fine too if you need a break or something.
Big Daddy right there.
I think once it gets going, once that relative humidity drops a little bit as we get into the next few hours, then it's going to really help us out. So looking good so far.
We're gonna let those. I tried to get in there and get that dead cedar, but hopefully this fire will push in there and light it up for us. But if not, I'll climb my way back through there and get it lit.
Basically, you'll watch John, and you want to. This is called stripping, and so you'll want to be just a little bit ahead of him. Okay. So, you ready? Yep, you're good to go. So we're working on the backing fire right now. It's on the far downwind side of the burn unit. So basically, we're wanting to widen this fire break. So this will already be burned and green fuel. So then no more fire can come this way. It's gonna make it a lot wider, make it safer. So then when we let that head fire rip, it's gonna have, there's a lot of cut brown cedars. So that thing's gonna move pretty intensely and pretty fast. But we're wanting to have a really good catcher's mitt to catch those flames so then they don't go off of the burn unit, the planned area where we're wanting to burn. We can go and split up from here. I'll have you and Mark on this side, and then me and Cam will go to the other side and just yes, and then we'll go to this way, and then we'll
And we'll go all the way to the corner?
yes, and then we'll just wrap around to over here.
Well, we burned 2 units today. 52 acre timber unit, and we've got another 17 acre timber unit we're finishing up now. Overall success on the 52 acre unit. Christian went in there and cut about 100 plus cedars. So those are, for the most part, completely wiped out. Opened up some new areas that we were looking through after the burn and kind of watching, and definitely some different tree stand sites, be moving feeders, maybe establishing some plots on that one. This one's just getting going, so this one's got a lot more leaf litter on the ground, so it should be, it's a totally different fire, so we'll be anxious to see how this one goes. We'll make some adjustments next time, probably do it maybe later in or earlier in the year during the dormant season, but overall it's success. Anytime you can light a fire and get some good burn out of it, you're doing a good job. So we're gonna finish this one up here. Appreciate you guys joining us. See ya.
I just hope every single tick on this property burns alive.